Hey everybody, Mark here again. Today I want to continue with my coaching tips about the differences between coaching boys and girls. And again, there's could be controversy about this, but this is my own experience and I just want to share my observations with you. So yesterday I talked about the fact that girls like bonding, and the more bonding activities you do, the better. You can't go wrong with it. So kind of a cousin of that idea is kind of talking time for girls. If you try to limit talking time for the girls, it's going to backfire. They're going to get resentful that you're not allowing time in practice, especially in the beginning of practice, for them to catch up with each other. So when I first started coaching girls, I was kind of frustrated that they would talk so much in the beginning of practice and I couldn't get them to start. But after a while, I realized they need about 10 minutes of just connecting with each other. And it's actually good because they enjoy the time and then they're ready to start practice. So I usually let them talk pretty casually during the beginning of practice. During the time they're warming up, of course. So they're kicking the ball back and forth. And those 10 minutes, maybe you could use them for some other things, but you're actually getting a lot of mileage out of that. So I wouldn't fight it too much. The second thing is about criticisms. Girls take criticism a lot more personally than the boys do. There's the old story that if a coach says to all his players at halftime, you guys aren't trying hard enough, the boys will look at each other and say, yeah, that guy's not trying hard enough. And the girls will all take it personally as if you're talking to each one of them individually. So be careful with your criticism of girls. They don't like to be criticized in any way, shape, or form. Sometimes you have to do it, but just be careful because it cuts much deeper with the girls than the boys. The boys don't take it so personally. And then the final thing that I want to talk to about today is talking through issues with girls. If something comes up on the team, with boys, you can often just see a problem and, let's say, reprimand one or two kids quickly. The boys, in many ways, just prefer to be reprimanded. They don't want to be talked about. They don't want to have to talk about why they did something or what were they thinking or what their reasoning was. They just want to know the punishment and get it over with. Of course, these are generalizations, but and you can fine-tune them for your own kids and your own players. But the girls, you'll get a lot more traction and mileage if you sit down and talk to them individually and try to figure out what's going on. You don't want to draw it out and spend hours and hours on a given issue, but the girls want to know that you heard them and you care about them. So spend a little time. You can also use your assistant coach to help you get through some of this. Maybe there's 5 girls that need to be talked to. You talk to 2, your assistant coach talks to 3, and after 20 minutes or so you'll be done with it. But those times when you allow the girls to explain what they were thinking or what's going on, you'll get some payoff out of it. Okay, that's all for today.